Okay, mindset is so important here. If you noticed, you're like, how do I get my crush to notice me? And that's putting your crush in the place of power and you in the place of like, please notice me, I'm begging you. I think you need to switch it around. Instead of, I wonder if he likes me, I wonder if he notices me. Ask yourself, I wonder if I really like him. If you don't know him very well, like he hasn't even noticed you yet, how do you know you like him? You don't. Get some self-respect. Give yourself that respect and say, you know what? Here's a guy who looks kind of interesting to me. I want to try to get to know him and see if maybe I would be interested in giving him my time. So how would you go about this? Well, in my past, I would just make eye contact with this dude and then smile. And then it's kind of like giving him like a green light. And then if you seem to feel like a little vibe, then you can start talking. You mean like he's having like this cute little connection moment with them and he's like, no, we're just friends. And you're like, yeah, okay, I get you. Not because Nick did this to me ever, but because I get what you're saying. Okay, can guys and girls be just friends? Yes, duh. But I think a lot of times in guy-girl friendships, there is flirting going on, even if they're like, no, I don't even like them. I think there kind of is. And if you can see it, then I think this is a tough situation, but maybe you should ask for someone else's opinion who's like around you, like your close friends, like be like, hey, do you guys think this is kind of weird? Like, are you getting a weird vibe? Because maybe you are just overreacting, or maybe it is weird. And then if you're like, hey, it makes me feel kind of weird, and he doesn't give a rip about you, I would say two things. First of all, work on being a decent human. Work on yourself and growing. And you should know how you're trying to grow this month in February. I know how I'm trying to grow. What are you doing this month? How are you going to be different this month than last month? And then next month. Work on that, number one. Second of all, have standards. I'm telling you this. Having standards changes everything. It's like too easy to be true, right? But if you have a list of standards, things that you don't put up with and things that you expect, I don't know why, but it's like some kind of magical thing. When you decide what you expect from people and what you don't put up with in like friendships and dating and everything in life, it changes things. And I did this right before I met Nick too. I made a list of what I expected. Because my ex-boyfriend, oh my gosh, I had to like drive him everywhere. I was like buy him food and do all the stuff. I would never do that now. I don't mean I would never buy Nick food, but I mean like I only bought him lunch. Like I was giving 90% of the time and he was giving 10. Are you kidding me? So then after that, I was like, that was weird. I'm going to make a list of things that I think that I actually deserve and then believe that I deserve. I made this whole new list of what I actually deserved. Hey, I'm sorry. A lot of people feel like this. I felt like this so many times in my life. We all get there, so you're not alone. It's totally normal. I think you need to take a step back and you need to evaluate some things. I'll tell you an exercise that kind of works for me, and I even did this last week. I looked at past years of my life. I did it in years. You can do it in not as big increments as years. And I wrote down things that I did not like about those years that I did to myself. It doesn't matter what they are, like big or small. Like I'm looking at my list literally right now, like having severe stress and anxiety, not reading at all almost one of the years, not exercising regularly. So basically make a list of all the things that you think kind of ruined your life a little bit, or ways that you're ruining your own life, or things that you just really did not like or do not like right now. And then kind of figure out like, how'd you end up there? So for me, it's normally I have a mental block or I'm completely disorganized. So I just need to make some new like organized system of how I'm going to do something, or I need to work through that mental block. Like, oh, I was doing this because I'm scared of this. So then you look at all those negative things that happen. You look at all the negative behaviors that led to them. And then you say, what are some positive behaviors I could implement in my life this year that would change that? And then you make a list of those and you pick one or two to work on this month. Every month, you should have month goals. And March is coming up soon, so you should have March goals coming up soon when we get there. But for then in February, finish your February goals. You should write only a couple goals on a paper, hang it right next to your bed so you can see it every day of the month. Okay, so some of my goals this month were research stress and learn as much as I can about stress and how to relieve stress. And I've been killing that goal. And then exercise daily or almost daily. I've been killing that one too. And then read daily. I haven't killed that one, but I have not like completely failed at it. So that's good. It's definitely better than the month before. So those are important things to me that I knew would improve my life. And those are my goals for February. I have a lot of other ones, but I gotta put them in March.